Attention passionate Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Pittsburgh Steelers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Pittsburgh Steelers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Let's get to the news, all right, folks. Let's dive into what could be one of the most explosive rumors of the offseason. And trust me, this has the potential to shake up the entire AFC North and honestly the entire AFC as well. It's a story that has NFL insiders buzzing, and it involves none other than CeeDee Lamb, the Dallas Cowboys star receiver. Now I know what you're thinking. A trade like this would be huge, almost unprecedented. But the whispers are getting louder, and the sources close to the league suggest that the Steelers are eyeing a blockbuster move that might just turn our team into a true Super Bowl contender for 2026. Let's set the scene. The Steelers, sitting at 5-3 and leading the AFC North, are quietly building a solid foundation. We've seen flashes of what this team can be, especially on offense. But we all know that to truly contend and push for another Super Bowl, you need a game-changing player, a difference maker. And that's exactly what CeeDee Lamb represents. He's not just a good receiver, he's an alpha, a bona fide star who's exploding in his third NFL season. In 2025, through just 8 games, Lamb already boasts 45 receptions for 712 yards, averaging a hefty 8 yards per catch, and has found the end zone 5 times. His PFF grade is an impressive 89. And he leads the league in YAC, yards after catch, with 312 yards, and EPA per target at 0.42. This guy is a nightmare for defenses, and he's doing all that despite battling a lingering ankle injury that limited his snaps in Week 4. Now, what's truly interesting here is the potential trade package that the Steelers could offer Dallas. Rumors suggest that Pittsburgh might be willing to part ways with a first-round pick in 2026 and a second-round pick in 2027 to land Lamb. And why not? The Cowboys are in a bit of a rebuild mode, especially after the post-Dak Prescott era, and they're facing a hefty $15 million cap deficit. They're looking to free up cap space and rebuild with younger, promising assets. Plus, the Cowboys are also trying to extend Micah Parsons, which further complicates their cap situation. So it's a prime opportunity for Dallas to offload a player like Lamb for future draft capital, especially if they believe they can rebuild faster with the right picks. For the Steelers, acquiring Lamb would be transformative. Imagine Russell Wilson connecting with a receiver of Lamb's caliber. Our aerial attack, which currently struggles to reach 218 yards per game, ranking 22nd in the league, would instantly leap into the elite category. CD's route running is laser-sharp, reminiscent of prime Davante Adams, and his ability to turn short catches into massive gains is what we desperately need. Statistics this season show that Lamb has been responsible for a plus 25% increase in EPA per pass when targeted, and he's been excellent on third down, boosting our conversion rate from 38% to 55%. That reliability in clutch moments can be the difference in close games, especially come playoff time. It's not just about the numbers. It's about what Lamb can bring to the locker room, to the offense's dynamic. George Pickens would step into the WR2 spot, and suddenly our passing game becomes a nightmare for defenses. Plus, with Lamb's YAC being so violent, adding an extra 150 yards per game after the catch, our offense would become more explosive and unpredictable. That's exactly what we need to complement our running game and help Russell Wilson regain his MVP form from a few years back. Defensively, the Steelers have been solid but not spectacular, giving up around 24 points per game. The ball control and longer possessions we could sustain with Lamb in the lineup would provide much-needed relief for our defense. More possession time means less pressure on our secondary and linebackers, and that could be the difference in tight playoff games. Our chances of making a deep run in Super Bowl LXI would skyrocket with a weapon like Lamb stretching the field and creating mismatches that we've rarely been able to exploit fully this season. Now, looking at the bigger picture, this move could push the Steelers into a real dynasty conversation. Remember the Steel Curtain era? This could be the modern-day equivalent, with Lamb as a key piece in an offense that's still evolving, but has all the makings of a powerhouse. The betting odds are already reflecting some of that optimism, from +1 200 before to as low as plus 600 now, should this trade come to fruition. It's clear that the NFL world sees Pittsburgh as a serious contender, and adding a talent like Lamb would only cement that status. Imagine the scenes in Heinz Field, the crowd roaring, as our offense suddenly becomes a high-octane machine capable of competing with the best. Of course, nothing is set in stone yet. These are just the rumors swirling around the league, but they're based on credible sources and the current cap and roster situations of both teams. If the Steelers do pull the trigger, it would be a bold, aggressive move, the kind of move that defines a franchise's commitment to winning now and in the future. So Steelers fans, if this trade happens, it's going to be a game changer. It's exciting to think about what this team could become with a true game breaker like Lamb leading the charge. We've seen flashes of brilliance from George Pickens, but with Lamb added into the mix, our aerial attack would become one of the most feared in the league. This move could also send a message to the rest of the AFC, letting everyone know that Pittsburgh is serious about contending and isn't afraid to make bold moves to bring the Lombardi Trophy back home. Remember, though, all of this is still speculation for now. But one thing is certain, the Steelers are always in the mix, always looking to improve and always ready to make history. We've been through tough seasons before, but this team has that grit, that resilience, that never-say-die attitude that makes us proud to be Steelers fans. Whether or not this Lamb trade materializes, our team's core is solid, and we're on the verge of something special. The offseason is just getting started, and if this rumor turns into reality, we'll be here, cheering loud and proud because that's what Steelers fans do. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. To wrap this all up, let me say that the potential acquisition of C.D. Lamb would be more than just a move for the present. It signals a shift in how the Steelers want to compete moving forward, with boldness, with star power, and with a clear vision of winning the Super Bowl again. Lamb's ability to stretch defenses and create mismatches would elevate not only the offense, but also energize the entire team and fan base. It's exactly the kind of move that could take us from playoff hopefuls to Super Bowl favorites. And I want to hear from you, Steelers Nation. What's your take on this? Do you think this trade could actually happen? Would Lamb be the perfect fit in our system? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because your opinion matters so much to us and to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'll be back soon with more updates, more rumors, and more in-depth analysis. So stay tuned, keep the faith, and let's keep pushing toward that ultimate goal, another Lombardi for the Steel City. As always, we bleed black and gold, and together, we're stronger than ever.